Hi traders, and welcome back to my channel once again. In this video, I'm going to share with you my top down analysis, what I'm looking out for on gold this week. I'm also going to show you how I mark out my zones, support and resistance in the market, right? Let's dive right in. When I see a plain chart like this, is to identify the trend of the market, whether the market is going up or is going down. And looking at this on the 1 month time frame, you can see that this is clearly a downtrend, right? Look at this ginormous candlestick, bearish candlestick that just closed, right? And let's move to weekly time frame, 1 week, right? So looking at this 1 week, you can also see a clear pattern, head and shoulders pattern forming on the 1 week time frame, right? So let's go down to daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, you can clearly see that the market is still in the downtrend. So at least 2 to 3 time frames are in sync. So I know that, okay, this market is actually going to the downside. So the next thing I'm going to do is to mark out my levels. So marking out my levels, I'm going to mark my levels on the daily time frame and the 4 hour time frame, right? Looking at this, you can see I only look at for areas where there is at least 3 touches, right? 3 touches. You see market touch right here. This is a clear level of resistance. This is a clear level of support. This is another level, right? And you can see, looking at this place, this is another level, and this is another level, right? Okay, so making this level a valid level of resistance, right? So look at it. One touch, another touch, we have another touch right here, we have it here, we have, that is about 5 touches right on that zone. So that is a valid level of resistance, right? So in order for you to confirm that this zone is solid, just have at least minimum of 3 touches on a daily time frame or a 4 hour time frame. All right, so looking at this one right here, you can see this is another touch. We have another touch right here. We have another one here. You see another one here, another one is right here. So making this level 2 a valid level of resistance, right? This is a resistance, resistance, support, resistance, support, and this is support, right? That is a valid level for you. So coming down, you can still see another level that I mark out here. You can see another level of resistance here. You can see support. You can see support here, support right here. So making this level 2 a valid level of support. All right, so last one here, you can see that I also mark out this is support, and this is another support, and this is another support. So making this level 2 a valid level of support, right? So let's go down to 4 hour time frame, right? So on the 4 hour time frame, I try to see what the market is doing on the lower time frame. So I also adjust my zones on this level right here to see clearly what the market is doing. So looking at this, you can see that the zones are still right here. You can see a resistance, support. You can still see another one here, another resistance right here, right? So this is also another support, a resistance, resistance, resistance. All these ones were fake out, guys. So looking at this level, you can still see that this level are still perfect on the 4 hour time frame, right? So once I see that these levels are very well respected levels, I now go on 1 hour time frame. So on the 1 hour time frame, I see what the price is doing, right? I see what the price is doing, right? So under this level, I wait for market. Understand this. I wait for market to come to my levels, right? So once market gets to my level, I now getting for that opportunity, right? So like last week, I was able to get this trade right here. You can see this is a valid level, this is a valid zone, guys. So immediately the market came all the way in and I saw some sort of reversal pattern right here, some sort of double top, right here happening at that level, and right here. So once I saw this as a break and retest. Market broke below, and you see market rejected right here to this place, retesting this level. So immediately I saw this rejection candlestick. That is where I was able to get in for myself. This is some sort of head and shoulder pattern that formed. This is left head and right shoulders that formed. So I took my sell right here. I took my sell right here. Immediately I see how that breakout, that momentum to the downside, to take that trade. I took on that trade right there, and I targeted this level right here, right? So I entered this trade right around this level. Immediately I saw that breakout, and I targeted this level right here. And look at what price did. Price literally came all the way to this level and hit my take profit level. That was my Friday trade, guys. So all you just need to do is just, after you have marked out this level, is for you to just wait for market to come all the way to this level. As you can see, this is where the market came, broke below this level, right here. As you can see, came all the way and returned. So what you're going to be waiting for in this market is for you to see whether this market can literally come and do this, can come and give us another lower low, and then wait for the retest to sell to this zone. Or another thing that this market will do is that this market will still come and do something like this. It will come, give another button right there, and push up aggressively, right? Or if that doesn't happen, look at what is going to happen. This market will still do this. This market will come, still give another long head and inverse head and shoulders pattern, and then it will push up again, depending on how the market wants to respect that level. So these are the three things you should be expecting next week. The first one, and anticipating a break to the downside on that level, retest of the level, and then sell to the downside, right? So that is the first thing you should bear in mind, right? So another scenario is that this market will come, give a head that is inverse head and shoulder, and then it will push up again, right, to that level. So the last point is either this market is going to give a double bottom or a triple bottom, right, on this level right here. So if the market can give a triple bottom or a double bottom, then we'll still expect a massive push to the upside. So these are the three things that could happen on this level. Right here, the market tap on this zone and retest to this level, retested to this level. So I'm expecting another push to this place, so I can see whether the market will break or retest on this level. So if this video is useful to you, please do well to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so that anytime I upload content, you get notified. Thank you, guys.